dope like pussy, nigga. 09 and ecstasy, nigga. Fuck with me, dog. Pull up on the scene of some luxury, dog. That's me. And my Kobe, yeah. 24 and my clothes is rare. Iceberg, fuck the diamond, yeah. And that lake shit like Xavier. This that Juan Carlos and Javier. Raw coat, straight off the boat. I'm a fly nigga, took a wing off. Married to the game, took my ring off. That's me. We can have a bling off. Throw the auto-tune on, have a sing off. If the pussy ain't mine and I speed off. Cause I don't even fuck with hoes, rather beat off. No lotion, tips got the potion. Fuck the commotion, I'm out in the ocean. A nigga in motion, all this devotion. Got a nigga up in his bitch like he floating.
It's Monday, so that means three things. One, I'm not your MCM. Two, it's a Mamba Monday. And three, it's time for the A24 podcast. How you guys doing? I am your host, the product of poverty's environment, the P.O.P.E Chuck Paul. Ooh, it feels good to be back in front of the motherfucking camera. Let me grab this other stool closer. Man, took a day off, you know. It was Memorial Day weekend. I was like, should I talk about more of the Kwame Brown beef in the sports industry? Should I talk about this and that and the fourth? I was like, you know what? I need a day off to myself. Yes, like everybody else. Post office closed, so guess what? TKOMG was closed too. Took that break. Enjoyed a three-day weekend, I think it was, or I think it was a 4-day weekend. I believe I had a 4-day weekend. I was off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that Monday. And also during that weekend, we had the verses with Timberland and Swizz Beatz. Oh man, shit, I might jump right into that. Now that I think about it, but before that, like, yeah, man. Whew. Cool weekend. Hung out with a couple homies, threw some ribs on the grill, some burgers, some hot dogs. This past weekend, I just was super lazy. Grand Marnier wasted in the crib all day because it was like 90 degrees outside all weekend. And even though I am a tropical motherfucker, Liberian native, born here, I'm from Liberia, but anyway, I do not do the heat. Can't do it. So my electric bill might be skyrocketing this summer, so I'm not taking my central air off. Excuse me. Yeah, it's too hot out there. Whew, Jesus Christ. Went to a dope art show on Friday with a good friend of mine. I believe his name is O'Neal Scott. Check his work out. You can find him online. Instagram, same thing, at O'Neal Scott. ONEILSCOTT. And one great thing that happened was like, I recently moved. So I have to find like a new barber, a new person to twist my hair. So I was looking crazy the last couple of weeks. Shout out to my homegirl Tanea who locked my shit up for me. Gotta find a new barber that's reliable. And as you get older, your hairline, it thins a little bit, Mine ain't too bad. I've seen dudes half my age whose shit's moonwalking. And I go to this barber, booked him, whatever. Seen his stuff on IG. He's dope. LS the barber. Check him out on Instagram. So he shaved my shit up, faded my joint, lining me up. He thought start spraying some shit on my hairline, whatever. I'm thinking it's kaleidoscope because I used to use that shit to grow my shit back in or whatever. Get out the chair when I'm done. My whole shit is lined up again. I'm like, hold up. I ain't think nothing of it. I get home and get in the mirror. I'm like, yo, did this nigga put that Beijing shit in my hairline? But he didn't beast. He didn't beast. It's just going down. But like I was in the mirror, like this. Trying to scratch it off to see if it come off. Hop in the shower, see if it comes off. Nothing. That was good. So there's this Facebook series, this Facebook show, by this guy named John. He must be Haitian, 2 first names. First name, last name. Anyway. And it's called Bald the Series. And I immediately thought of this show because this dude, John, has a super receding hairline back here, and he refuses to cut it. And what he does is get Beijing all over his bald head to look like a fade. And that's all I could think of. And on this series, he's out on a date with a woman, and they're getting some water, whatever, before they get their drinks and their milk, whatever. The waiter spills the water on his head and wipes half his hairline off. That's all I could think of after this dude locked me up. But as you can see, I still look good. The beard is luxurious, as you can see, a little salt and pepper action. So he definitely still took care of me, though. I'm saying I might have to check him out again this week. I might not get that motherfucking Beijing, but I might get my shit lined up. You feel me? But that was a pretty funny story. And I definitely sent my barber that episode, and he just said, don't worry about it. You're good. Your line just thinning. That motherfucker bald. So check out that shit on Facebook. John, the series. John, Bald, the series. And also, I thought I would be here today celebrating the Knicks going off to the second round, the Lakers off to the second round. But no, the Suns defeated the Lakers in 6 games. Yes. The others didn't step up. Anthony Davis got hurt again. My man, street clothes. Street clothes. He gave it his all. He tried to give it a go. Game 6, he left in like less than 2 minutes, I think, or less than a minute. He had to get back in street clothes. Like, hey man, injuries. Injuries are the real MVP, it seems like, in these playoffs. Can't escape them. The Knicks, at least they won 1 game in the Garden. They brought respect back to New York City basketball. You just hope they could build from there. What we did see, my man Julius Randle with the handle, former Los Angeles Laker. One of 3 things has to happen. Either he gets tremendously better in off season, or the Knicks bring someone in to be their number 1 and he becomes the number 2, or is he just really a number 3 and he was just the best person on that team? He definitely played like an alpha during the season, but in the playoffs, not so much. He stunk it the fuck up. And this same Atlanta Hawks team went in and spanked the Sixers the next round. So I don't know, man. Like, my Knicks, my Lakers, even my third team, by default, Sixers, Jesus Christ. They even brought out Triple H before the game with the sledgehammer. Hit the Liberty Bell and gave everybody a suck it. That didn't help. The Nets still beat Milwaukee, even though James Harden left in same thing, like a minute into the game. I think he hurt his hamstring. Yeah, left the building, got an MRI. We'll see what's up. Hell, I'll know what's up later on today too, just like the rest of you guys. And the Mavs had only one job: to keep the motherfucking JV basketball team of Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Clippers, out of the second round, and they couldn't do that. The Claw and Way Off P held it down. P.O.P. They held it down, got Luka to Dawn, and the Mavs up out of there. And it makes you think now, if the Knicks got rid of Porzingis, he's another one. Street clothes, always hurt. Hell, I went to the Knicks game against the Nets when he hurt himself. And after that, he was traded. I was at that game. Madness, man. So we got to see what's up. We'll see what's up. It's like, I'm thinking it'll either be the Suns or the Jazz against the Nets in the finals. I don't see the Sixers getting past the Nets or Milwaukee. Just for the simple fact, Embiid, even though he played yesterday, I don't think he's going to be 100% to go throughout the whole playoffs. You got these athletic bigs in Hunter, Collins, what's my other guy on Atlanta with the blonde streak, my other African Brit at him. Against Embiid, Dwight can't hold it down by himself. And then what happens when you go against the Bucks? You got Giannis, you got Splash Mountain, Brook Lopez. Not too many bigs, but they got a lot of guys around who can shoot and score as well. I mean, Seth Curry, he getting buckets off. Danny Green, The Nets, you already know. You got 7-11. You got KD and Kyrie. You got Joe Harris. You got Blake, who had like 20-something points last night. You still got DeAndre Jordan. Uncle Jeff Green, I don't know if he's out for the remainder of the playoffs or not. But even so, if he's back for the Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals, it's another big who could defend. So we'll see, man. But yeah, my Lakers are out. My Knicks are out. Just praying for the Sixers, man. And I was about to get into something else, but I just remembered about all these crazy motherfuckers spitting on players, throwing popcorn on players, running onto the court, cursing out basketball players' parents. Y'all motherfuckers are asking for an ass whooping because y'all don't really be knowing who be sitting next to y'all. And one day y'all gonna say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, you're gonna get a 2-piece biscuit with a side of gravy. Keep playing with motherfuckers. Keep playing. And speaking of motherfuckers doing crazy shit and putting hands on people, Floyd Money Mayweather. Whew. Fought Logan Paul. I hope I got the right Paul right. I can less about either one of these motherfuckers. Paul or Jake, whatever. I probably seen a good 1 minute of the fight because my stream kept on going in and out. But from what I've seen, it was nothing but Mayweather tapping his ass up, tagging his ass up, tagging, whatever word you want to use. And Jake Paul holding him afterwards. At the end of the day, they made money. I missed the Ocho Cinco fight because I was in a Kush coma, and I remembered he was fighting late, but I heard he got knocked on his motherfucking ass. Well, on his stomach. But he got back up. Dave Robertson, that's what you do to get up there. Get back up. So thank you to Mayweather for winning this fight, if you want to call it a win, and avenging the death of Nate Robinson and Deontay Wilder, because we still have not gotten over the ass whooping those two white men gave these motherfuckers. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Hopefully, we get to see Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Remember those two names. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. Remember those names. Speaking of people fighting, look, there's a guy on my Facebook. He do a lot of simping. Like, I'm not gonna say simping, but I will say it's a lot of pandering to women. Like, them dudes who be like in the comments like, good morning, my queen of Africa, smelling like the finest incense of all the land. What, like them type of motherfuckers. He goes, if you guys love women, how come you never talk about women issues? Because women always tell us to shut the fuck up and mind their business. It's women issues. That's why I don't get into women issues. I normally be saying shit like, look, I don't care. I don't care. Unless you ask for my opinion. Unless you truly want my opinion. Whenever it's some women shit going on, women tell God, they tell men, mind your business. It's about us. It's our bodies. Blah, 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 blah. But in this case, I want to talk about this because it's pretty funny to me. Because I laugh at what women argue about, and it further proves that women hate each other, and men don't hate women. Y'all hate each other. This motherfucking bonnet beef. I can care less. But I'm just happy it came from a woman. I'm either pro or anti-bonnet. But some of y'all do be looking crazy. Not talking about in the airport. It's like in the street, middle of the day. Pajama pants, furry slippers, bonnet, look like you just rolled out of bed, dirty tank top. Whatever, dog. But I'm quite sure you would say the same thing if a man was in his pajama pants, dirty wife beater, do-rag, flip-flops, looking crazy. I'm gonna dig deeper real quick. I think last year they were trying to pass a law. I'm not sure in what city, but they were gonna fine men who sagged their pants a little bit. Now, who is that targeting? Black men, because it's kind of a style to sag here and there, I guess. I don't, but why would you find someone for that? And I've seen a lot of black women who are like, yeah, I don't like that shit, find them. I'm like, all right, you're willing to put a record on somebody's, like, put that on somebody's record for sagging their pants? And if that's the case, take it a bit further. A friend of mine, Max, was talking about this. Same situation. Are they going to fine women for the same thing? It may not be called sagging, but if you can see their panties, little shorts, ass cheeks hanging out, because it's technically the same thing. If I'm sagging, you see the top of my ass, and chick is wearing little shorts, showing her ass, would they get fined too? And who would that be targeting? Black women. Same thing with do-rags. It's not quite a bonnet, but it's demonized and you're looked upon as a criminal when you walk in certain establishments with a do-rag. It's a wave cap to maintain your hair. So to each his own. I'm not pro, I'm not anti. Wear what the fuck you want. I'm not dating you. Now if you're my woman, I'll have an opinion. But whatever, dog. But yeah, but think about that. Google searched that law they were trying to pass about finding men who were sagging their pants. And remember, who would that be targeting? And think about if it took it a step further and did it towards women as well. Who would that be targeting? So yeah, I don't care about the bonnet beef. I just want you to think about the whole thing about stereotypes, double standards. But yeah, I could care less. Wear what the fuck you want. Your body, not mine. A friend of mine told me I should just do a whole episode with nothing but my rants, my famous rants. I might actually sit down and go over that. I might go over that, because I was really just gonna freestyle today. But as I started getting ready this morning, I was like, there's a few things I could talk about real quick. But yeah, man, glad to be back. There will definitely be an episode next week. And I'm also thinking about what should I do for the 50th episode. Yeah, I think that's like around the same week of Kobe's birthday. So I might do something nice. I might pop a little champagne on there. I might have a guest. I don't know. I might be in Jamaica that weekend too. So I might shoot the episode by the beach. We'll see what happens. And before I let go, Philly is open this week. I mean, they've been open, but shit gonna stay open till 2 a.m. now, like they used to, starting on Friday. I'll be in town. So, if anything popping, feel free to let me know. And like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out. Bitch.